The little brown kitten had begun to feel something she had nearly forgotten: safety. Curled on the hood of a silver car, she rested beside the one creature who had offered her comfort in this strange place: the red kitten, Kittu. The evening air was soft, the sun dipped low, painting the concrete walls gold, and for a fleeting moment, the world felt gentle. She closed her eyes, pressing her frail body against the warmth of the car, and her tiny chest rose and fell in rhythm with the calm. But peace for a stray never lasts long. A shadow moved across the hood. The brown kitten's eyes flew open, and there she was, a white cat, her fur sleek, her eyes sharp as glass. She stood tall, her tail lashing like a whip. A hiss split the air, low and cold, and the message in it was clear: "You do not belong here." The brown kitten froze. Her paws dug into the hood, claws scraping against the metal. She wanted to melt into it, to disappear before the fury in those pale eyes. But the white cat was not alone. From the shadows stepped another figure, a larger red tabby, his markings bold, his body stronger than his son's. His growl rumbled deep in his chest, shaking the air between them. Together they closed in, mother and father, guardians of their territory, protectors of their food. Their bodies loomed, their stares burned, and the little brown kitten felt her world collapse into a corner with no escape. And then, a small, trembling sound broke through the growls. Kittu. The tiny red kitten darted forward, planting himself between her and his parents. His back arched, his fur bristling. He hissed, thin, shaky, but filled with courage. For a heartbeat, the larger cats faltered, surprised at his defiance. The brown kitten blinked, her heart catching. Someone was standing up for her. But the pause did not last. The white cat lashed her paw across the hood, claws striking the metal. The red tabby's growl deepened, his body surging forward. Fear surged through her. With a desperate leap, the brown kitten scrambled down from the hood. Her tail dragged painfully behind her as her paws struck the wet pavement. She ran, through shadows of parked cars, over puddles left by the rain, her breath coming fast and shallow. At last she dove into the shrubs at the edge of the lot. The earth was damp. The leaves clung to her fur, and her chest heaved with every breath. She pressed herself low, ears twitching at every sound. From her hiding place she could see them: the white cat, the red tabby, and between them, small and obedient, walked Kittu. The three moved together beneath the glow of the streetlight, a family whole and strong. Her throat tightened. The ache of loneliness pressed down heavier than the ache in her body. For a moment she wished she had never dared to hope. Kittu glanced back, just once. His eyes lingered for the briefest heartbeat before he turned and followed his parents into the night. She curled into the shadows, alone again. But loneliness did not last forever. The days that followed carried small miracles. At first, Kittu returned only for moments, slipping away when his parents' eyes turned elsewhere. He sat near her hiding places, a warm shape in the cold, a flicker of company in the silence. Then, slowly, he began to show her things. A corner beneath laundry lines where sheets flapped like sails in the wind, dripping water that cooled the air. A shallow dish tucked near a wall where scraps of food sometimes appeared. The hood of a car that stayed parked for days, warmed by the afternoon sun. Piece by piece, he shared his little world, and piece by piece, her fear began to soften. She was not welcome in his family, but she was not completely unwanted either. She had a secret friend. One evening, Kittu led her farther than ever before, past the cars, past the shrubs, to a quiet corner by the boundary wall. The smell of milk drifted through the air. There, on the ground, a shallow bowl waited. The brown kitten stopped, trembling, Her hunger clawed at her belly, but her heart thudded with doubt. Was it a trap? Would claws or boots strike if she dared? Then she saw her, a woman, older, kind-eyed, moving slowly. She bent low, setting another dish beside the first. Her voice was soft, words the kitten could not understand, but the tone was gentle, tender. Kittu's tail rose high as he padded forward, brushing against her legs. He lapped eagerly at the bowl without fear. The brown kitten's paws stayed rooted to the earth, but her nose twitched, her body aching with hunger. Step by step she crept closer, one lick, then another, and warmth spread through her chest, not only from the food but from something else, something she had nearly forgotten, kindness. For the first time in so many days, food came not from scavenging, not from scraps, not from claws and chases, but from care. She ate, slowly at first, then with relief, her body soaking in the nourishment. And as she lifted her head, she saw the woman watching with gentle eyes. Not threatening, not striking, just watching. The kitten blinked. Her heart was still wary, her body still scarred by fear, but something deep inside whispered that maybe, just maybe, not all humans were cruel. She pressed close to Kittu, their small sides brushing, and the two kittens finished their meal together. But stray life promises nothing. Today there was food, there was kindness, there was even friendship. Tomorrow there would be more shadows, and she would need every spark of hope, every flicker of courage to face them.